Guys, welcome to the Maple Veg Patch, our fortnightly vlog. We come down yesterday. It's Sunday morning now. It's about 8:30, 9 o'clock. Sun's lovely. So just come down to show you what we've been up to recently. I had a few projects and I had a greenhouse given. So we're trying to build a base to put the greenhouse in. If you look back on previous episodes, I think you'll remember me saying that I couldn't afford a greenhouse, and it won't be this year anyway while I saved up, but as it turns out I've had a relatively decent one given, so I'm going to put that in. So I'll show you all that. Obviously I'll show you what's been growing. A lot of growth spurt, obviously with the nice weather and watering well and tending, weeding, that kind of thing. So we've not been idle. We've been coming down, doing bits and bats, thoroughly enjoying it as usual. But you know the score, guys. I'll take you for a tour around, let you have a look. Hints, tips, comments, anything we should be doing that we're not doing or not doing that we should be doing, the type of thing. And I'll let you have a look and see what you think. Cheers. Right then, guys. So I'll take you for a tour around. Usual thing. We'll start at the bottom, work up, have a quick walk round, show you what's what. So some of us successes and some of us failures. I haven't had really much failures, to be honest, but I think we're doing alright for the first season anyway. We're absolutely enjoying it. We've got everything in that we wanted to put in, more or less. I think we've got cabbages and cauliflowers to put in, and some leeks. But I've run out of mesh to put over the leeks for now, so I'm going to have to wait till I get some mesh. But other than that, everything's going alright. Anyway, I'll turn you round, let you have a look and show you what's what. So here we go, that's the shed. You know all about the shed. So this is a cold frame. So in this cold frame we've got them leeks that I just mentioned. I can't remember what these are. We've had these given by another allotment chap. I can't remember what I said they were now. So maybe you'll know, one of his viewers will know what they are. Sweet peas, I'm going to put them out soon, up the top end. A couple of little, what are they? Oh, cosmos. Little cosmos. They're peppers. They're doing alright. All this sort of thing, these peppers, and I've got some cucumbers growing in the other thing. Obviously when I get the greenhouse built, it'll be ideal. So my tomatoes coming on strong. So we've got Elisa Craig, Moneymaker and Alicante doing well. Got some plum tomatoes, Golden Sunrise, another plum tomato. So that's doing alright in the little greenhouse. And this is the greenhouse that I've had given. Obviously it's not it's not built, but that's the parts of it. There were some glass panels which are in shed. One of them broke unfortunately, but I'll have to get hold of some perspex or something. If anybody knows any cheap online sites or shops where you can get bits of perspex from, that'll be ideal. Put it in the comments. That's the frame to it there. All needs to be sorted out. So in here, let's have a look. So on the top there we've got a cabbage. Underneath, cauliflowers. There's the cucumbers at the back doing well. I've got some Big Ben sweet peppers. I didn't realise I had them. So one of his neighbours gave us a couple of peppers and sweet peppers, and thinking I ain't got any, and there were some there, look. So anyway, can't have enough. In there, spring onions. I don't know if you probably won't be able to see it, but just at the back there's some little signs of life, some coming through, so I'm hopeful about them. And that's a French bean and iceberg lettuce. They need to go in. Keep meaning to do that, but I forget. In fact, I might swap these round actually and put them on top, let them get some sun and some warmth. Might be a bit too dark there for them. So that's the other thing. So I was going to show you the base the base for the greenhouse is going on this, you know, that spare piece of land I keep telling you about. Well, the base is going, the greenhouse, sorry, is going to go on this area here. So I've been digging out a trench to put the base in. So I've dug out this trench here all the way up, and as you can see where that mound is there, I had to dig all that out, and then all this in this trench coming down here. Oh, that's it, coming down here, look, to that piece of wood, just for to put a base in, or a foundation if you like, for the frame to screw to make it stable. Don't it blowing over in first wind, and it was absolute nightmare. It took me ages, but it took me 2 hours. It was just rock solid like concrete. There were glass in it, bits of bottle in it, stone, metal, you name it. There were everything you could imagine, and I still think I need to do a bit more work on it yet. So, but I'm going to wait for some wood, so I'm going to put a 4x2 frame all the way around, and then sit the greenhouse on top of that. So that's the greenhouse project. That's that. Anybody who's followed me for a while, that's that spare piece, just got a splinter. That's that spare piece of land that I used to keep going on about. So that's the bottom end. There you go, shed. So come round here. Jane's plants little flowers growing in a little box. Gooseberry doing okay. Everything's so green at the minute, it's unbelievable. Black currants, that's a little like a wild flower bed. We just scattered a load of seeds down there, see what comes up. A black currant. So my plum, I bought a plum tree, and I don't know if anybody out there will be able to help me with this, but it's absolutely done nothing since the day I got it. And as you can see, it's just doing nothing. To me it looks dead, but anyway, any more experienced people out there, you know what I need to do with it? Do I need to repot it? Do I throw it away? Do I just leave it and see what comes of it? I don't know. But I'm a bit disappointed really. I thought it'd be further on than that. But never mind, these things happen. So that's one. I told you about the tomatoes a while ago, didn't I, when we lost all the tomatoes and the chilies. Carrots, I'm not going to take the lid off, I'll show you from underneath. The carrots growing, you see in there, they're doing fine. And then I put a little herb bed in. So in the herb bed we've got sage, thyme, rosemary, parsley and chives. And then because I was told that mint is very invasive, it'll get away and take over, I've grown my mint in my pot to keep it contained. So, and there, I don't know if you can quite see them, but somebody gave us some beetroot, so I've just put 4 beetroot in there, look. And then under the mesh we've got spinach growing well, French beans or green beans or whatever, they're doing okay. Dwarf Stanleys they are, this variety, French bean, and they're spinach. Then turn round, there's his broad beans. So they've come on quite a bit, as you can see. They're absolutely massive. And there were plenty of flowers on. So I'm hoping for a decent crop of broad beans off there. Onto the peas. A row of peas coming through. Well, coming through, they're growing quite well. And I built the trellis, or the hoops, obviously to put so they can climb round them. But I think looking at these, I think I might have to put another some more string, maybe probably this height here, so that's where there's the first one, maybe there where my finger is going across, just to catch them. And then I've got one on top here for my peas. Blackberry cascade, we've moved them down here, and these, my friends, are our potatoes. Sorry about the shadow, but I can't help it, the sun's out. So there's the first earlies coming on nicely, 2 rows of first earlies. They're rocket, and another row of first earlies, 2 rows of first earlies I should say. They're coming through well. And they're Pentland Javelin. Second earlies, these are Charlottes. You can just see them starting to come through. They're looking alright. And then my main crop, which are Picasso, obviously nothing's happening with them at the minute. So that's a potato bed, patch bed, whatever you want to call it. This bed here, nothing in there. I think that's where cabbages and cauliflowers will go. This little section here, that's where them leeks are going to go, and I'm going to extend the netting, the netting over here. It's just not quite long enough, that bit there. And then my onions looking really well. They're going to be blooming massive, these onions, by the looks of it. Apparently another allotment chap who's got plenty of experience says they're doing well. They look good. So there's the onions. Another empty bed here. I think that's just going to stay like that now. I don't think there's anything we can put in, but if anybody's got any ideas what we can put in, so I'm always thinking about, you know, things that we're going to eat for ourselves rather than just growing for a bit of experience sake, really. So if anybody's got any ideas what we can put in there now, end of May, beginning of June-ish, let us know, put it in the comments. So rhubarb, there we go, it's 3 rhubarb. I put one in the pot because he was struggling a bit, so I put that one in the pot and it's just started to come through, look. And then strawberries are doing alright. We lost, I don't know why, 1, 2, 3, 4, we lost 4 on that back row, but all others has come through nice, as you can see. I'm quite happy with them and flowering. I think we're going to get quite a bit of fruit off them, by the looks of it, which is good. And then the apple, bought at the same time, exactly the same time as the plum, and the apple's actually gone, golden delicious apple tree, and that's just shot up, but the plum's obviously gone the other way for some reason. Pears, so obviously they're growing nice pears. I think that's going to be a bumper crop of pears on there, by the looks of it. I'll show you them. Everywhere you look, going to be pears on there. Quite looking forward to trying one of them. And then on to the raspberries that we planted, 9 raspberries. Excuse the shadow, I keep getting myself in. There you go. Raspberries all the way to the end, there's 9 altogether. And then the ones that were already here, we've trimmed them right back, got rid of a load of dross and deadness and that, and they seem to be coming through okay. Nice green foliage. And then Jane's tulips, 1, 2 in that one, 3 in that one, and 1 just starting to come through in that one. Looks a bit sorry for itself, doesn't it? So there we are. There's a shot from up here. I'll just take you down the other side now, quick tour back down to the bottom, and that's the maple veg patch. So I think these 2-week ones are better actually. There's more to show you. You know, you can see what's happening, what's growing. This bed here, all all the topsoil on there, the fine tilth. I got it out of that salad bed where I'm going to put the greenhouse, and we just sieved it. It took us about an hour to sieve it all. Get rid of the glass and bits of metal and cable ties and everything else you could think of. And I just spread it on there, which is, you know, I'll put some compost on that, and that'll be a nice little bed, that, when I've done. I had a water butt given by another guy on here, but it had holes in it because he'd been using it as for growing carrots in. So I bought these online, about £3 for however many, well, about 50 of these little caps, these bungs, and I've just glued them in. And we tried it yesterday, filled it with water, and barring one hole, I think it was this one here, which is on that little, oh no, it was that one there that won't seal properly. It sealed, so I'm quite happy with that. So I put some more glue around them all just to reinforce them. So next time I'm down, I'll put some more water in that and check that, make sure I've done the job right, and hopefully that's a free water butt. Apparently you can't go wrong with a water butt. Somebody said that plants don't like cold water straight from the tap. They like it nice and warm so it doesn't shock them, which, you know, that'll be ideal that way. And then back down to the bottom end, guys. So I put a bit of grass seed on here and all yesterday, and watered it in, because as you can see it's not looking right, looking a bit threadbare, so hopefully we'll get some new grass coming through soon with a bit of luck. And then the lettuce. So this is just a block of lettuce, all this. We harvested the radishes, and then at the top end there was some more iceberg, which unfortunately I had to sacrifice. Just get that, get the greenhouse project underway. So there you go. That's it, guys. The fortnightly tour, up to date really. Nothing much more to tell you. But as usual, any tips, any hints, any comments, anything you'd like us to know, things we're doing that we're not doing, you know the score. Like, subscribe. You can hit the notification apparently, and that'll tell you when I've put a new fortnightly vlog up. I do post, or not post, I do put little comments on YouTube as well, just to keep you updated of little things we're doing, so look out for them. Don't forget our Facebook group, the Maple Veg Patch. Seek that out and join our group. It's getting bigger every day. People joining it, trying to get involved. There's a little bit of interaction, but nobody seems to be really. So get involved with that, and let's start a few discussions off and get some help for people. There's a fair few newbies on there like ourselves that looking for help and inspiration. So yeah, there you go, the Maple Veg Patch. End of May, sun's out, lovely day, absolutely loving it down here. Spending hours down here just out in the fresh air. It's good for the mind, good for the soul, and we're loving it. So thanks for joining us on our journey, guys, and remember, keep gardening.